In this week's Parsha, the Torah deals extensively with the laws of kashrus. The Torah outlines very clearly which animals are kosher and which animals are not. Among all these psukim, we find the pasuk that tells us, Kol hoylech al gachain, any creature, any animal that goes on its stomach, that doesn't have legs, is impure. It's tameh, you cannot eat it. Says Rashi, this primarily refers to the snake. It does not have legs, it goes on its stomach, that is not kosher. The Rashi continues from the fact that it says Kol hoylech, any animal, which implies that there is more than one option. Rashi tells us this also includes the worm. And then Rashi continues, V'chol hadaime l'daime, anything similar to that which is similar to these characteristics. If it's similar to the worm, which is similar to the snake, which is similar to the descriptions mentioned in the Torah, then it is not kosher, you cannot eat it. But a very simple question that could come up is, why not mention the animals clearly? Throughout this entire parsha, we find different laws where we actually specify the animals very clearly. But yet here, even though from Rashi it seems that there are only 2 animals that fit this description, we don't specify them in the Torah. Instead, we leave a hint for Rashi to tell us what they mean. Why doesn't the Torah say it clearly? Additionally, even if Rashi tells us these 2 explanations, the snake and the worm, why does Rashi then continue, and anything similar to that? If after giving examples you're going to give a general term, anything similar to what's mentioned in the Torah, then don't give examples. Just say anything that's in the Torah, or don't say anything at all. Explains the Rebbe that this halacha, this law, is actually different than any other law in this week's parsha, because most of this week's parsha is coming to forbid us, to prohibit us from eating a specific animal. But here, the Torah doesn't mention an animal, it mentions a characteristic, that it doesn't walk on its legs, or it has no legs. And whatever fits into that category is also forbidden. Therefore, Rashi tells us the primary example for that would be the snake. A secondary example for that would be the worm. But really, it's up to you to decide. Whatever falls into this category is forbidden. The es hadaime l'daime. Even if it's similar to the worm, which is similar to the snake, which is our primary example, it's all bad. Because the Torah very intentionally did not outright forbid the snake or the worm. It gave you a tool to identify other animals, other creatures, other things that fit the same characteristics and therefore are also forbidden. And explains the Rebbe that this detail is not just including physical animals, it's including spiritual things as well. As we know, the snake is many times compared to the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination in our body telling us to do things that Hashem doesn't want us to do. And the Torah tells us, Kol hoylech al gachain, anything that walks on its stomach, or literally translated, anything that walks bent over, which is exactly what the Yetzer Hara is. It doesn't come outright to tell you to abandon Judaism, to abandon your faith, to abandon God. It comes and bends you a little bit, and then a little bit more, telling you to take small steps away from God, small steps away from Judaism, and only then does it fully knock you down. The Torah tells us that is not kosher. Watch out for it. Don't think that Hashem doesn't care about your small actions, and if you take a break from it, Hashem won't care. Hashem cares. Hashem wants you to do His mitzvahs, and if you won't, there will be the appropriate punishments. But if you do them, there will be amazing rewards. What's so interesting is that the vav of this word gachain, bent over, in this week's parsha, in this pasuk, is actually the midpoint of the entire Torah. The Marsha explains the reason for this is because klipa, impurity, our Yetzer Hara, thrives on imbalances. It thrives on extremes, bad extremes. The vav of this word, gachain, bent over, is the hefsek. It's the stoppage. It protects you from not bending the wrong way. It keeps you connected to the full, true version of Torah. And by anchoring yourself to the core, to the midpoint, to the essence of Torah, you will not sway to bad. That is exactly what we're explaining here. The Torah is giving us a warning. Watch out for the Yetzer Hara. And when you see him, push him away, don't engage with him, and focus on your connection to Hashem. And the next step will be to transform it. As we know, the word nachash, snake, in Hebrew is the same numerical value as Mashiach, because ultimately the goal is not to push the bad away, but to embrace it, to affect it, and turn it into good, ultimately making this world a fitting dwelling place for Hashem's presence. Wishing you a wonderful Shabbos.